6.5 Marco in the morning, and with me, first of all, tell us your name.
I'm Marcella Johnson from San Diego, California.
Okay, and you started a company.
Yep.
It's a company that creates these teddy bears.
Yep, it's a nonprofit organization, and I invented this weighted therapeutic teddy bear after my little boy passed away.
Uh-huh.
And it's weighted because that's what gives it its therapeutic value, and it's at every single hospital in San Diego.
No kidding.
Right.
So tell me how you came up with the whole concept for making it weighted and all of that.
Okay, well, when my son died, along with the obvious emotional pain you'd have of losing a child,
Right.
I got some surprising physical symptoms. I mean, my heart literally hurt and my arms ached.
Yeah.
And when I put a weighted object into my arms, that aching immediately went away.
No kidding.
Right, and I had no idea what was going on, but I read that many women who lose a child seek weighted objects to hold, to take away that pain in their heart and in their arms.
Really? And so that is scientifically, there's some sort of evidence that's interesting.
Yes, there is now. Now, I started this 18 years ago, and at that time they didn't understand why it worked. We just knew it felt good.
Yeah.
But science has now caught up with it. And we found out that when you hold something weighted in your arms, I think it kind of triggers something like sort of all the way back to your primitive days.
Uh-huh.
You feel like you're holding a child, and it causes your brain to release the neurotransmitters of dopamine and serotonin and
Uh-huh.
oxytocin.
Wow.
And those actually cause a chemical reaction in your body that causes your body to slow down, your breathing to slow down, your heart rate to slow down, and you to get an overall sense of comfort and calm.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like if you are trying to comfort someone or something else,
Right.
you get that same feeling yourself.
That's right. And the Comfort Cup is great because there's nothing better than a hug, right, from
Right.
someone. But sometimes we're alone, especially in the middle of the night
Yeah.
or when there's nobody around. And I invented the Comfort Cup, first of all, so that no woman who ever lost a child would ever have to leave the hospital empty-handed.
Sure.
Now, we started out for moms who lose children,
Uh-huh.
but we found out that it had a great therapeutic value, and we just talked about why that was. We didn't
Right.
understand. So we started using it for different situations, for trauma, for, well, we're working with the San Diego Police Department and their crisis intervention team.
Yep.
And so whenever there's a sudden unexpected tragedy,
Uh-huh.
that's considered a crisis situation, all these things happen to them physiologically. And when you hold them, when you give them a Comfort Cup, immediately their body starts to calm down. So they'll use it, say there's a car accident or something like
Right.
that, or a shooting with the
Uh-huh.
police department. They'll go out, they bring the cubs in the cars with them, and then they give it to whoever they feel is most traumatized in the situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's helped them in San Diego, and so now you've brought them here to Vegas.
Absolutely, and through the police department, we started working with, unfortunately, it's sad, but the San Diego Coroner's Department.
Uh-huh.
And the San Diego Coroner's Department contacted the Las Vegas Coroner's Department and told them that we were going to be in town, and as a gift from San Diego to Las Vegas, we hand delivered 60
Wow.
Comfort Cups for the families who've lost a loved one.
Wow. All right. So you've started a GoFundMe campaign.
Yes.
And what is that for?
Well, we got here, and of course, it's so obvious that the families who have lost a loved one are suffering.
Yeah.
But when we got here, we realized it's not just them. It's everyone who was there.
Yeah.
There was 500 people that were injured.
Right.
There was 22,000 people that were there. I mean, and even in San Diego, we have people that are suffering. We understand they're suffering all over the United States.
Right.
So we want to get a Comfort Cup into the arms of every person who is in need of one.
Sure.
And there's a lot of trauma out there. We wish we had 22,000 Cubs to
Right.
give away, but we're a nonprofit organization.
Right.
And
And there's a cost associated, obviously, with making them.
that's right. Thank
Yeah.
you. I wish it wasn't, but that's the truth. And they cost us $39 to make.
Uh-huh.
We never ever sell them to somebody who's traumatized, but sometimes people want to make a donation or give a gift to somebody who's suffering. So in that case, we usually sell them for $50, right? And then we
Yeah.
make $10 off of each one. And with that money, it's nonprofit. It just goes right back into helping more people.
Sure.
But in this case, we thought that there was such a demand out there, and we just thought, you know what, we're not gonna, there's no money to be made here. It's just, we just want to get them to the people and just be able to cover our costs. Really,
Okay.
that's what we're trying to do.
All right. So we'll get the GoFundMe
Thank you.
info up, and people can go and they can donate. Again, you said it costs $39 to make one.
Yes, it does. Yeah,
So-
$39.99. But
yeah.
yeah,
So, as many as possible would be fantastic
Right.
for all these people.
Right.
And you've already donated a bunch of them to
Yeah,
the people
that's right.
who were the families who
That's right.
lost someone.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we're so grateful to be able to do that. I mean, our hearts are just hurting, and we come with the love of all the folks from San Diego. We have a little Facebook page, and
Uh-huh.
we're just a small nonprofit, but a lot of people care greatly about this. And like I said, it's not just San Diego, but that just happens to be where we're from. But
Right.
the whole country is suffering here.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt. And I think it's great that you heard about what happened and then you just came.
Yeah, we just loaded up the car. A bunch of my girlfriends got together. We have the Comfort Cup is used for a lot of different traumatic situations, so we have different cards. This is just a general loss card that just talks about, that we're here to help in any way that we can.
Sure.
And we always try to tie it back to a real person, which is me, and it was made out of a great loss in my own life. And I think people can relate to that when it's from one person who suffered to the other.
Right.
I think there's something special there, especially when you've lost a loved one. I mean, that's a sad bond, but it's a strong one.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Well, I appreciate you coming in and talking to us about this, and I love your heart in
Oh,
this, and
thank
it
you.
really comes through. So
Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much having us on the air. We just send our love and blessings to the families and our prayers, and thank you for caring about the folks of Las Vegas and the rest of the country as well. Thank you so much.
thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Okay.